Hello everyone and welcome to the Irish Cycling Show with Verge Sport. My name is John Dempsey.
And my name is Keith Collins.
Welcome back to One and All again this week. And as always, we start with pro news.
Yeah, good news. Mia Griffin is going to get a bit of sun and she's going to do a bit of surfing.
And also a bit of cycling at her Tour Down Under, where she makes her debut for Israel Premier Tech.
Yeah, she posted a lovely picture on her Instagram and it's great to see it.
We're not jealous at all.
No,
yeah.
So cold.
We're also not jealous of the new Cycling Ireland CEO who'll have to work for €100,000 or more.
It'll be a pay cut.
We couldn't go for it, to rule ourselves out.
But we're just trying to see what the job description is and we're trying to think you could be really doing that, couldn't you?
You could. Can you drive an Iveco?
Yes.
Can you hand up beat-ons from the side of the road?
Exactly.
Don't mind government policy. These are important things, Get
the CV in quick.
Absolutely, also talking about competition, we are going having competition again this week. As some of you may know, speaking shop for a minute, the whole Verge range has changed for 2023. So all the samples I used to show up with for club fitting nights are now for sale in our bargain bin. We're nearly giving them away, very close to it. And we will have a competition for 5 people to win some kit. So stay tuned to the later part of the show when we'll announce how you can do that.
Yeah, there's great stuff there. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Absolutely.
Like the racing we had over the weekend.
Like the racing, we had some quality racing at the weekend. We had round 4 of the National League up in Portadown, hosted by our friends from Velocity CC.
Yeah, the track looked really amazing. I'm not going to mention the weather this week because every time I seem to mention the weather, I'm obsessed with it. But it was a lovely day.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Martin's report said
it was a lovely day. Anyhow, and in the under 12s, Leisha Crinion had a lovely day by winning the girls' race from Ava Barker, and James Cunningham got the win in the under 12 boys from Ewan Campbell from Square Wheelers.
Yeah, Emer Hervenen from Killing Cycles got it for the under 14 girls, and in the under 14 boys, a cracker, Caleb McGreevy got the win ahead of Reen and Fionn Crinion. Reen McChrystal, of course.
Yes, Curtis McGee continued his great year in the under 16 boys, got the win from Cameron Henry and Jack Woods from Carlow.
Yeah, on to the under 16s, the same old names. We had Leah Rafferty from Island Wheelers, we had Faith Robinson and Kate Murphy from Slieve Lucre. Fair old distance for Kate to go.
Yes, well done. Seth Dunwoody, I heard, had a great win in the junior men from your favourite, Joseph Mullen.
Yes, Curtis Neal then in third. Curtis had an altercation with a backmarker. Is that the best way to put it?
True punch.
Yeah.
Like outside a nightclub altercation.
I haven't seen footage, but reports said that he kept, because he was leading it, and also reports, even though John criticised me earlier on this, reports that Seth Dunwoody came from so very far behind, he was in another county to actually win it on the last lap, but that's maybe embellishing the truth, but it was meant to be an absolute cracker of a race.
Belter. Fantastic. In the elite women, Anya Doherty got the win from Stephanie Roach and Grace Young. So we both predicted Stephanie, didn't we?
You did, yeah, and we were both wrong.
Shows how we know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, in the elite men, I heard there was one person described this as the best cross race they had ever seen.
Yeah.
Where Dean Harvey from Trinity Racing bet Darren Rafferty, but only bet him by a couple of seconds. I heard it was a belter.
They knocked the hell out of each other.
Altercation style?
Altercation as well. Any of the clips that we have, they're literally on each other's wheels. I think Darren led for a bit as well. I think Sticky Bottle said that Dean had 2 of the fastest laps, but Darren had 4 of the fastest laps.
Yeah.
So
overall, it matters at the end. So well done to them.
race.
That sets it up nicely for next week at the National Championships. Get the appetite whetted. Poor Kevin McCambridge was third. No, I'm not saying poor, that's the result, but out of the battle. Another big battle was in the M40s where Alan Bingham bet Glenn Kinning.
Is this the way it's going to be next week?
Next week, I always thought this was going to be the race at the championships until we saw Darren Rafferty push it up to Dean. But Alan Bingham got the win from Glenn. I think Glenn had 2 punctures.
Glenn said he had 2 punctures.
Glenn said he had 2 punctures.
So did Glenn have 2 punctures? I'm not too sure.
Maybe excuses. Yes, we don't know.
But I still think that's going to be the best race next weekend.
Yes, David O'Neill from Inspired was in 3rd place.
Yeah. On to the M50s, we had Colin McGarvey from Epic ahead of Jason Henry and Des Woods, both inspired to come. That went wrong in me. It nearly worked so well.
Did it? Yeah.
Both inspired to come 2nd and 3rd. That's an awful link.
I don't think any of that even worked. But we're leaving it in. We're one take wonders here. We're not editing this out, like, you know. In the M60s, Johnny McCabe yet again got the win from Paul Burchell and Chris McCann. As I always say, great to see they're all still alive.
It is.
Isn't it? It's nice to check in the M60s every week, like, you
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Anyhow, that was the last round of the National League, our first ever National League in Ireland. So great to see it happening. And the winners were Katie Turner from Orwell got the win in the under 14 girls.
Yep, under 14 boys we had, couldn't separate them, Rian McChrystal and Caleb McGreevy, joint winners.
So I think they should send them both out for one lap, head to head. No, spices up people, like, or have an altercation, as you say.
Like. Exactly.
An altercation into the first corner.
Well,
see what happens.
Caleb had to win, didn't he? And he went out and did it. So listen, fair play to him. But Rian, the two of them have been brilliant.
Yeah, great to see. Under 16 girls, Kate Murphy won the series, and under 16 boys, Curtis McGee got the win.
Yeah, onto the M60, show favourite, and Paul Burchell.
I never said that.
I suppose that was coming out of my mouth. It was actually going. But anyway, M60, Paul Burchell won, and the M50s, Fergal Regan actually took that away, which is great.
He did. Alan Bigham got the win in the M40s, and your favourite, Joseph Mullen, got the win in the junior men.
No surprise, the senior men, Dean Harvey, and did we predict Stephanie to win it overall?
Oh, was it? Oh, yes, we were predicting the league.
That's
So Stephanie Roach won the league. Well done to all our winners. We have a little bit of history by being the first ever winners of our national series.
Yeah. Okay.
Cyclocross racing was back in Connacht at the weekend, which was great to see. Our friends in Western Lakes hosted round 5 of the Connacht League.
I am going to talk about the weather again, unfortunately.
Have you ever thought of applying for a job in the 6-1 News as a weatherman? No?
Could do, because there's some magnificent pictures there of bleak conditions and then gorgeous sunshine. So yeah, tricky. I think
tricky conditions underfoot or under wheel.
Yes.
But Fia Craig Gardner from Westport got the win in under 12, so he managed it fairly well, as did Emma Edmondson in the under 14 girls.
Yeah, and under 16s, Dara Clark from Westport Covey. And then in the overall, we had Dominic Dwyer unattached to won, ahead of Ant Hammond from Castlebar and Sean Barnacle from Western Lakes.
And in the M40s then, Trevor Costello got the win from from Damien Cretan and Padraig Quinn from Gaeltacht in third place even.
Yeah. M50s was Pádraig Murray from Western Lakes ahead of
Mary.
Beg your pardon. Yeah. Sorry, Pádraig. That's my eyesight and my typing.
Who also screws up my theory that race organisers can't do well in races. Like, you know.
Excellent, I like this. Pádraig Murray, well done. Fair play to you. From Western Lakes ahead of Dara Delaney and Thomas Daniels of Seven Springs.
Yes, and also an M60 report from the West, Glenn Watson, who I don't know is still alive, which is great. Well done, Glenn. Brilliant. And in the B race, Gary Collins from Cunga got the win from PJ McTravish from Western Lakes and James McMahon from West Clare CC.
Yeah, great clips from that. It looked very well.
It did. It was nice on the course, something different, like, you know.
Absolutely,
fair great to see Connaught embracing cyclocross a bit more and more every season.
Yeah. So what did you do Sunday morning?
Sunday morning I got up, thought about my life choices and went to a race, and also thought about my life choices when I got down there. I
got a lovely picture from John via WhatsApp of just him sitting in the car with rain.
Giving serious connotation to just driving away, like, you know, it flogged rain down in Cork. More weather reports from the Verge cycling show.
Which gave heavy conditions,
yes,
I think.
Going was soft, extremely soft to spongy, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm happy I stood at home, sat at home and watched Wednesday with my daughter. Too much information.
Way too much information. I don't even know what Wednesday is, but Cyclocross World Cup is what should be watching.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, onto the results, and we have the under 14 boys. Our own James Logue Pando Carrick Wheelers won that one ahead of Dara O'Keefe from Epic and Kieran Mulvaney from Slieve Lucra.
And James doubled as our cameraman later on for senior race, so well done, James.
Good man, James.
Fair play. His clubmate Orla Mulhern from Panjo Carrick Wheelers got the win from Lara Woods in the under 14 girls.
Yep.
And her brother Hugh Owen Mulhern from Panjo also got the win in the under 16 boys from Kieran O'Sullivan from Greenmount and Ben O'Keefe from Killarney.
I think Hugh had to run a lap.
He did. He had a mechanical down there at some stage. Like, he likes keeping it complicated. Like.
He does, God bless poor Hugh Oak. And actually, fair play to Michael Buckley for doing some great video footage down there for us as well on that. And the under 16 girls, Kate Murphy decided to come back down and won that ahead of Amy Flavin of Dungarvan and Hannah Dennehy O'Sullivan of Slieve-Luker.
Slieve-Luker. Well done, Hannah. Always the longest name which you pronounce every week.
Yes.
Well done, keep getting it done. In the elite women, it was a good race. There were 7 riders, which is good for Munster. That's the biggest field we've had this season. Grace Young and Michelle Gagan battled it out. Did a good battle for the first lap. Michelle stuck with Grace. She did small, then came off and won the technical sections, and Grace powered away to get her 84th win in the season. Also good to see our ex-national champion Fiona Mead from Blarney making a return and finishing in 3rd place.
Yeah, and the bold Dylan Corkery, with all the horsepower that he has, served him very, very well by all accounts.
It did indeed. Yeah, Dylan got the win from Richie Mays and Richie Barry in 3rd place.
How was the start for you?
My start wasn't great. Well, I sat at the back and watched them all, but very... I joked before the start we should have our bikes on our shoulders and started running. No one did it. I think if you look at the video clip, that would have been the way to go, I think.
The whistle went and there was just everybody spinning wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the 4-wheel drive had to be engaged. Willem O'Connor was the guy who got the best start of all. But Willem also held on to win the junior race. He bet Ryan McCarthy from Verge Sport PI Cycles and Michael Collins from Newcastle West.
Yeah, 3 very, very strong lads. M40, John Collins, again, of Verge Sport PI, and... in the M50, I've completely blanked. Trevor Woods.
Yeah, you should. It's strange you blanked. It's rolled in front of you. Yeah.
I typed it.
Yeah, 10 minutes ago. Micheál Corkery, who doubled up as race organiser, he also won the M60. So well done to Micheál, and many thanks to all the crew DeRonde for putting on the racing. Great day's racing. And in the B race, our clubmate Dermot Logue finally broke his duck, and after 24 second places, finally won a race.
Big congratulations. We give him a fair amount of slagging over the season. Yeah. But he's a sound lad and he's a very strong rider, and great win for him. Yeah,
well done. He
very
bet
happy.
Shane Spellman from Clarny in 2nd place and Donna O'Keefe from Epic, who made the journey down in 3rd place. So well done to you all. As I spoke earlier, we're running a competition this week and there is 5 prizes up for grabs. What the prizes are, we don't know. You don't know. As I mentioned earlier on, our bargain bin, where we're selling off last year's samples, has hundreds of items. So to enter, all you need to do is comment down below, just mention your size, and then we will, the supercomputer will do a draw, and then we'll pick out 5 winners, and you have to subscribe to the channel to be eligible to win. The last competition we had, the first 3 people had not subscribed, so they went into the rubbish bin, and we will pick out an item for you and get it to you. So best of luck, get your entries in.
If you like, subscribe and you comment with your size.
Just your size.
You're going to get 5 random items sent to you.
No, 5 people will get a random item. I'm not giving away 25 items, Keith. Jesus.
I was thinking...
Are you working for free this month? Looks like you are. Okay, and what's coming up next week, Keith?
The big one.
Woohoo!
We're all hitting north, and the national champs are on, and they're looking tasty. They're looking very, very good because there's battles. Saturday's going to be a cracker. It really is. There's some great battles on Saturday, and there's also going to be, obviously, there'll be big ones. I think with the results from last weekend, nothing is presumed.
No,
only
absolutely.
that I'm not racing.
He's not racing, and I don't think I'll be on the podium. Anyhow, so yeah, we hope to see you all on Saturday and Sunday over in the McChrystal's track. It's going to be a great weekend. I think over 400 people have entered, which is fantastic. Yeah. And we will see you all next week at the same time to discuss all those results. See you all then. Take care.
Thank you.